Chapter 13. AKANKSHA. February 12th, 7:57 p.m. Present day. By the time I reach home, the city has already settled into its evening rhythm. Streetlights glow steadily. Small shops are still open. A few people walk past in no particular hurry. The cab slows near my street, and I step out, adjusting my bag on my shoulder as I walk towards the gate. The house is lit. Of course it is. It always is. I push the door open. AKANKSHA. My mother's voice comes from the kitchen. I respond, slipping off my sandals near the entrance. You're late today? Work, I say, the answer coming automatically. She walks out, wiping her hands on the edge of her saree. Wash and come. Dinner is ready. I nod. The house smells like fresh chapatis and curry. Familiar, comforting, normal. I wash my hands and sit at the table. She serves food without asking. 2 chapatis. Curry. Eat properly, she says, as always. I start eating. For a few minutes there is no conversation. She goes back to the kitchen. Just the sound of utensils and the faint noise of the television from the other room, something Dad is watching. She returns with some more food. Then she looks at me. You're quiet, she says. I'm eating, I reply. That doesn't stop you from talking usually. I glance up briefly. She is watching me. Not suspicious. Just noticing. Nothing, I say. Just tired. She nods slowly. Office pressure? She doesn't push further. She rarely does. Have some more, she says, adding another chapati before I can respond. I'm full. Eat. I don't argue. The conversation ends there. After a few minutes, I finish dinner and get up. I'll go to my room, I say. Sleep early, she replies from the kitchen. I nod. I walk into my room and close the door behind me. Silence. The kind that doesn't exist outside. I place my bag on the chair and sit on the edge of the bed for a moment. My phone is still in my hand. The screen lights up. No new messages. I exhale slowly. Then I stand up. I open the cupboard. For a few seconds, I just look at the top shelf. Then I reach for the box. It is not anything special, just a simple cardboard box. But what's inside it is not simple. I bring it down carefully and place it on the bed. For a moment, I don't open it. Then do. Inside, everything is arranged. Not perfectly, but intentionally. I take out the first item, the watch. Simple design, minimal, neutral color. I hold it in my hand for a few seconds. I'm planning to gift this. Does it look good? His voice plays in my head. Looks good? I had watched his face carefully when he said that, not for the watch, but for something else. I place it aside gently. Next. A journal. That one had a reason. You write things down? I had asked him once. Sometimes, he had said. I run my fingers over the cover. Next, a small keychain. Nothing expensive, nothing significant to anyone else. But I remember buying it. Random day. Random store. No reason. Except that it felt like something he would keep. Next, another small item. And another. Each one simple. Each one intentional. Month by month, without saying it out loud, without deciding it consciously, it had just happened. I arrange them again on the bed, then I reach for my phone, open the delivery app, the shirt, the main one, the one that matters. The screen loads. I had tried to order it earlier, but his size wasn't available. Out of stock. I checked again and again over the past few months. It finally showed up recently and I ordered it immediately. Delivery status delayed. My fingers pause. I refresh. Same. Expected by February 14th. That doesn't help. That's the day, I mutter under my breath. I refresh again. Still the same. A small line appears below. Shipment running behind schedule. I stare at the screen for a few seconds. This is not a big problem. It will come. Probably. Still. Something tightens slightly inside my chest. I lock my phone. Then unlock it again. Check once more. No change. I set it down gently. For a moment, I just sit there looking at the things on the bed. He still thinks. I stop the thought halfway, because I know exactly what he thinks. Deepak, songs, gifts. I let out a small breath. I never said that, I say quietly. But I never corrected it either. The room feels quieter now. I lie back on the bed, staring at the ceiling. February 14th, 2 days. For a second, I reach for my phone again. Open the gallery. The photo appears. First floor. Valentine's poster, his expression, my ridiculous confidence. I zoom in slightly. He is not looking at the poster. He is looking at me. Of course he is. I close the image. I open the messaging app, open our chat. I type, "Are you free tomorrow?" I stare at it, then delete it. Type again. "We need to talk." I stop, delete again. The screen returns to empty. I lock the phone. Sit up slowly, look at the gifts again. All of this for one moment, one conversation, one answer. I take the watch again, hold it in my hand. This is the most unofficial challenge I've ever accepted. His voice, from that day. I smile slightly. "You accepted it," I say softly. My voice sounds calmer than I feel. I place the watch back carefully, then gather everything again, arrange it properly. Close the cardboard box. Everything goes back into the cupboard. Except the thought. That stays. I sit back on the bed. No more checking, no more overthinking. I know what I have to do. If nothing comes from him, it has to come from me. February 14th. This time, I won't leave it as a joke. I switch off the light. The room goes dark. But my mind doesn't, not yet.